What's up, guys? It's John Reeves, and today we're going to be watching our podcast that was recorded. We did with Nico from What You Gotta Say. This is our first podcast that I've done with the BTS Army. I really wanted to kind of get to know the content creators behind some of our favorite reactors of BTS. It's often said, BTS finds you whenever you need them most. I wanted to see how that rings true in their lives as well, too. Being content creators, and especially being reactors, a lot of the times we get caught up in the reaction and you don't necessarily get to know a lot about the person behind the camera. And in these conversations, I'm really hoping to let y'all know more about the person and let you know more about how they got started on this journey. So please welcome Nico. If you haven't checked his channel out, I will be leaving some links in the description to Nico's channel as well too. So please check him out. He is a very humble, kind, and genuine person, and I absolutely loved our conversation. So without any further ado, here is my conversation with Nico from What You Gotta Say. How's it going, guys? We are here today with Nico. How you doing, brother?
Annyeong, what's up? What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Nice to be here, John. Thank you for having me.
Man, thank you so much for coming on. Since doing these reactions, I have had a couple of names that just keep popping up, and yours has been one, and I'm like, I have to meet this guy. And
that's blessed.
Yes, okay. Dude. It's been nothing but good, too, by the way. So definitely,
that's nice.
Especially in this field, it's like good to know. Everybody's got high opinions of you, man. You're a good person.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Well, I guess to start it off, how did you get introduced to BTS? What was your first introduction to them?
So it was so random, and it ironically was through a reaction video.
Yes.
Yeah. So a friend of mine, he used to do reactions. His name's Ricky. And he was reacting to a lot of things that I was reacting to back in the day. So I would be reacting to, like, you know, the music I'm kind of like used to, hip hop, R&B, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And he was reacting to just like everything, like, you know, K-pop, for example. And I had never heard of K-pop, and I really wasn't interested in K-pop, but I liked watching his reaction. So he did like a lot of Blackpink, and then he did like BTS, and I really wasn't paying attention to the music much. Mm-hmm. I was just paying attention to his reactions. I found him entertaining. Yeah. And he was always telling me, hey, you need to broaden your horizons. You got to check out different types of music. Bro, I do. I was like, I check out hip hop, R&B, alternative. You know, I like some Hispanic, you know, Selena. I mean, I'm pretty well rounded. No, yeah. Bro, like, you got to go to the other side of the world. And I'm like, oh, man, okay. That's cool for you, dude, but, you know, I don't think that's for me. And so I kind of put it off. And then one day he was like, look, Nico, BTS just dropped this video. They're celebrating, you know, their festa. Man, you have to check this out. You have to do a reaction to it. And I'm like, oh, my God. Okay. I'll check it out. I'll check it out just for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, man, I'm tired of hearing about this BTS. Yeah. Just my honest, you know, thoughts right then at that time. And so I checked it out. And it was their festa, it was their spring day, like, dance practice, and they were kind of just clowning around and stuff. So I didn't get an accurate portrayal of who they were in that video. Yeah. I was trying to keep an open mind because, you know, Ricky really liked them, and it seemed like a lot of people liked them and stuff. So I was like trying to keep open mind, but I wasn't too impressed. But what got me to like the next level was like the comments section. Like, there was all these people in the comment section saying, hey, look, you gotta check out Mic Drop. You gotta check out Mic Drop. If you want a real interpretation of BTS's, you know, talent, you gotta check out Mic Drop. I was like, okay, there's a lot of people in the comments saying check out Mic Drop. There must be something to this group besides, you know, this, what I just saw. Yeah. So I checked out Mic Drop, and Mic Drop was the one that got my attention. Yeah. I listened to Mic Drop, and it had a lot of familiar elements. You know, it had that hip hop flavor that I liked, you know, that I was used to. It was in a different language, but that never really threw me off. Because, you know, like I said, I would listen to like Hispanic music, and I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I enjoy it. So that never really threw me off. So I was still vibing to it and stuff. And it wasn't like super poppy, and it wasn't corny like I thought it might be. And so I was like, okay, there might be something to this. So that's what really started it. And I started like investigating, and slowly but surely I started falling down what we call the rabbit hole. Yeah. And I've been trapped somewhere in this damn vortex ever since, bro. I promise, man. It's been crazy. Like, I didn't know
Dude,
how I
yes.
got here, man. You know, I don't even know how to get out, but I don't want to, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So that's how it all started, man.
Yes, man. Like very similar story with me. I've been a Twitch streamer for a while, and like I'm a big metalhead. Like I like metal music, but I also listen to other things as well too. And my friend Meg, she just kept on sending me stuff like, check this out, and I was like, you know. And then like whenever we'd hang out, she like had me there, you know, and she's like, all right, now you got to listen to this. So she let me hear August D the first time, and I was like, this is not what I was thinking a K-pop boy band, you know, like that's all I had heard. And I was like, you know, so I don't know, I heard that and I was like, all right, okay, I actually like this. Like I'm very genuine whenever I tell people something. Like if I don't like something, I'll be like, well, you know, it's not my cup of tea. I'm not mean about it, but I'll just be like, keep respectfully, I don't like it, I guess. But she sent me over one, and she was like, you have to do a reaction to this because I do metal music reactions. She was like, outro tier, just watch this, film your reaction, and post it on YouTube. I was like, okay. And again, I hadn't heard like a full band BTS, so I didn't know what to expect. And dude, outro tier, I was shook. I was like, this is not what I thought at all. I think we owe it to like ARMY for giving us the right songs to start us out with, you know?
Yes, always trust ARMY. Always, you know what I'm saying? ARMY is like the Waze app, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
just trust the Waze app, trust ARMY, they're gonna lead you the right direction, you know what I'm saying?
Man. I haven't actually even heard the entire full song yet because I'm trusting, like you said, trusting Waze. I'm not going off the course. I'm just listening to them. And so I haven't really heard like Dynamite, I don't think yet, or Butter. I've heard like snippets of it, you know? But I haven't ever heard the full song. And if like, I feel like if that was the first song that I heard, I wouldn't have appreciated it. You know what I mean? Like,
same here. Absolutely. Same here because, I had given up on boy bands a very, very long time ago. I thought boy bands were super corny at some point, man. And super, super poppy music, I had given up on too. I don't like super, super poppy music, or I didn't, I should say. So yeah, if I would have started with something like Butter or Dynamite, I probably would have been the same way. You know, I probably wouldn't take it that serious, you know. So I agree. But they fire though. Because they fire. I gotta tell you, they fire because, you know, I know what the guys can do, you know what I'm saying? I'm fully integrated in, you know, their culture as far as like musically, and no, they fire though.
So we got to hear Butter on a live stream, and dude, like, yes. Whenever I saw the music video, I was like, they have grown so much because like I started back then, and like I think before that we watched like Boy in Love or Boy with Love was like, I think it was Boy in Love, and then I watched Butter and I was like, where did these tattoos come from? They've got longer hair. Like, what is going on here? Going back to your first reaction, how do you feel like you personally have changed from that first dip in the rabbit hole to now? Like, as a person, as a channel, how do you feel like those things have changed since then?
Oh man, yeah. So a lot has changed since then, but I'm gonna try to keep it as brief as I can. One of the things that has changed really personally in me is just being more open-minded as a person, and particularly a man. So I grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana, and it's not the most safest place to grow up. And so I grew up trying to be tough, and I use that as like a survival technique, right? Because if you showed any softness as a man, you were considered weak, and it could really mean your life. You know, it's just that real out there, or at least it was when I was growing up. So I grew up like that, not really showing too many emotions, keeping them bottled up inside. And when I got into BTS, obviously they're different than, let's say, gangster rap that I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? They're completely different. Like they're wearing makeup, you know what I'm saying? Their clothes can, quote unquote, be a little more on the feminine side, stuff like that. And at first I looked at it like I was keeping an open mind because, you know, I had grown some by the time I got into BTS, but I was looking at it like, yeah, they didn't sound good and stuff like that. probably wouldn't be into this,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But as I started growing and getting to know them, and through getting to know them, I started realizing that all that masculinity that I had and I took pride in, it was toxic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was toxic masculinity. And I heard the term before, but didn't really quite understand it, especially how it pertains to me. And I started shedding those layers and just letting a lot of that go.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw them as inspiration. You know, I looked at them as heroes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I began to want to follow like their model as far as that goes, because it's like there's 7 great talented men,
Mm-hmm.
individuals, right? And in this world doing great things, not just musically, but, you know, personally as well,
Yeah.
for all of us, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if they can do this, you know, so can I,
Yeah.
you know? And I felt like I should no longer care about what people think about me. I should just focus on who I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And those who will accept me, they will accept me. And who don't, they're just going to fall off. You know what I'm saying? And I was beginning to be more okay with that and more okay with, you know, myself growing as an individual. And so that really happened through their music. Their music is therapeutic.
Yes.
You know, it really started helping me, because I was suffering through depression, and I didn't really even know I was suffering through depression.
Mm-hmm.
And they helped me to identify that through their music and helped me to really, like, you know, manage that. You know, I wouldn't say beat it, because, you know, I don't think, you know, people do overcome depression. But for me, I haven't overcome depression. But I'm just keeping it honest. I haven't overcome depression. But I'm able to manage it, you know, better, because I learned a lot of techniques through their music. So, you know, they really have, you know, helped me, you know, a lot, honestly. But
you say like you don't like overcome depression, you manage it, and like the exact same, but on the other field for me, like anxiety, man. I have always struggled with such anxiety. Like I was a singer and play guitar in a band, and it just bled over from before show anxiety to everything. And like, you know, if I'm going out to lunch or before this podcast, I'd have a panic attack and like, you know, be like full blown throwing up somewhere before. And like you said, like it's not something that I've ever overcome completely, but I just learning to manage it. And I don't know. That's really cool that like this kind of a thing that this has helped you through as well too.
Yeah. And you know, it's like you don't think that a musical artist is really going to take you that deep within yourself, because I've been a fan of several music artists, and but with this particular band, I could say that I've gone deeper than I ever have, and it's just because mainly what they really like do for me, like it's tangible in my life. And you know, a lot of people say that you find BTS when you need them and things like that. I believe that too, you know, because that's kind of like, you know, what happened to me, you know. And so it's really been a thrilling experience, a therapeutic experience, and, you know, I love them to life, you know.
Man.
I'm a fan boy, you know.
I totally get it. I'm right there with you, man. And do you, before, like whenever you were in other musicians, did you really deep dive lyrics before in any of your fandom of music before BTS?
Yeah, I actually have. So I was I'm taking back to the early days.
Yeah,
I was super into like gangster rap, Death Row.
Yes, dude.
You know, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying, Dog Pound. Absolutely. We can go back to Common, right? A Chicago rapper. We can go to Kanye West. You know, so yeah, I've been the type of person that, for artists that I've deemed worthy of such things, to really dive deep into the lyrics and get a full understanding of where they're coming from, and really like, you know, double entendres and just wordplay. Always really been into that for certain artists, like I said, that are deemed worthy. Now, a lot of music for me, I can be picky when it comes to music, as far as like focus wise. a lot of music to me is like wallpaper, right? So wallpaper is in the background. Yeah, it looks nice and stuff like that. You notice it when you first come in the room. But after that, you're not paying attention to wallpaper anymore. But it doesn't mean it's bad, but it's not really getting my focus and my attention. So a lot of music is like that for me. So there's only a few artists that I would go deep into with lyrics, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I've done it before, and BTS is, you know, the latest addition to that. And
man, like
they're worthy. They are worthy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like we've been doing these like full experience reactions. So it's like a lyric video, music video, dance rehearsal, if there's an explanation, and then the live show. Cause like, man, I'm a huge live show person. Like I love playing shows. I love going to concerts. Like that's a whole vibe for me. And so like it all builds up for that. Right. And like you said, man, I have some bands that I'll really like their lyrics. I'll be, you know, like if I'm on a treadmill or on a bike or something like that, I'm like listening to the song and like reading the lyrics. It's like how I pass time, kind of really into it. And man, BTS, like it's so weird how the language barrier doesn't really matter that much. Like they are freaking poets, man. They're just crushing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just takes a little extra effort.
Yeah.
But is that effort, that little bit of extra effort, is it not worth it?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I say it is. I say it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
They like, man, they blow me away by like their lyrics, and then now recently doing like the explanations to the music videos. There's so much to it.
Bro.
Like, dude.
Yeah, you going through it.
Yeah.
You going through it. I love to see it. We love to see it.
It's a trip, man. I made a comment on one of my last videos, and then I was watching one of your reactions. So I was saying I haven't gotten into the BU yet. Okay. So I've dipped my toe in the BU, kind of haven't really been able to fully submerge myself in it, but I made a comment recently that their music videos, like the story behind it and the storyboarding, everything with that rivals Marvel, I feel like. And I saw one of your intros. It's like the Marvel intro. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's crazy. It's so ironic. But
right.
Yeah, I love it.
But like, what is your take on their just the storytelling behind the scenes of their music video? What is your take on that?
So I have not gotten into the BU fully myself. I've watched some explanation videos, but I haven't gone deep. But as far as their storytelling in videos or in their music in general, I feel like it's true to life through imagination. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're so vivid with it and explanatory, but it's like many different pieces to this puzzle, and you put the puzzle together, and a lot of times you see yourself and you see what's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about it. It's very immersive, and it just like puts you right at the center a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not leaving you out. They're not like expecting you to just watch. No, they're very, very very determined through their storytelling to draw you in and make you a part of it, and you feel like you're a part of it. So that's one of the things I really love about their storytelling, for sure.
Yeah, it's been a trip, just like, and anytime I'm accidentally like in the BU, people are like, "You're watching it out of order." Oh my gosh. And I'm like, I don't.
Oh yeah, same here, bro. I've been through that, and it's like I had to let everyone know, you know, we're not really diving deep into the BU from a reaction standpoint. And I think sometimes people get the misconception that, you know, we as reactors, when we press play, you know, we're live for you and, you know, we're reacting, but then we stop the camera, we just stop. And, you know, we're just waiting for you to come back. You know? No, we are actually, you know, living our lives. And I always say that we're fans first and reactors second. So, you know, you're getting a small portion of our experience. You know what I'm saying? Because me as a true fan and stuff, I'm looking into stuff. Like when I finish watching a video, you know, let's say, for example, the BU related video, I'm checking out, okay, what are some explanations behind it? So my curiosity is sparked. I'm checking this out. Just because I don't do it on the camera don't mean I'm not doing it. I've just chosen not to share that full
Yeah,
experience
yeah.
on camera.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But doesn't mean I'm not diving in.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
yeah.
How did you get into dance management? Like, how did that end up being a thing?
So it became a thing because of them, because I believed in their talents. So they
Mhm.
used to do a lot of talent shows, and they were really trying to get themselves out there.
Mhm.
And so we were just figuring out ways to, promote them or promote their talents and
Yeah.
to see them succeed and, follow their dreams. I've
Mhm.
always been a believer in my guys and their talents and stuff. And I always wanted to do whatever I could to make sure that the world did see their talents and acknowledge their talents and became a big of a fan of them as I am,
Oh, that's
and that was
awesome.
always my mission when it came, to them. So I was legit, I just made myself the manager. They didn't ask, they
Yeah.
were just kind of struggling and trying to figure things out and stuff. And,
Yeah.
I was like, I saw a vision for them and I'm like, okay, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. And they trusted me,
That's awesome.
and we just did, everything we could to
Yeah.
get them out there,
And that's awesome,
So,
though. Heck yeah.
yeah.
Do you have so we were talking about this recently on a stream. I've got one in my head. Do you have like a favorite dancer or a dancer in the band that kind of like relates to you the most, or somebody that you enjoy their style?
The most, so like a bias?
Kind of. Like, I know that
Kind
you're
of.
OT7, so, but like, yeah.
Okay. So from a dance perspective, JHope number one for me.
Yeah.
I relate to his spirit from a dance perspective, personality, musicality. I just feel his spirit. It just stands out. It's like the sun just shining, glaring. You know what I'm saying? I cannot ignore this man. So he stands out for me. And then second would be Jimin. And it's a very close second because I feel like they are literally like, I don't know. It just depends on the mood.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It depends on the time of day. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're kind of neck and neck, but J-Hope edges it out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see him. The reason that I agree with you 100% on that is because like I don't have to see his face to know that it's him doing it. And like I haven't been watching these videos for that like long enough to be like, okay, I can see his hand or something. His style, dude.
Yeah.
And then whenever you do see his face, he is smiling like 99% of the time. And I freaking love that. Like you can tell he's having fun.
Yes.
Freaking awesome.
Yes, bro.
But I will say for me, man, like Jimin, obviously, like I think they're the yin and yang because like their styles are so different but so complementary. But
yeah, right.
dude, V dancing with a coat. That was pretty ballin'.
Singularity.
Yeah.
So creative.
Yes.
He's a freaking genius, bro.
He is, man.
He's a genius. He don't do regular stuff.
Yeah.
He just doesn't do regular stuff. Absolutely not.
Have we got an announcement yet, like on when any type of solo project for V? Because I can't wait.
God, bro. No, bro. Man, he's been playing games, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's been teasing, bro. Like I'm just expecting this album anticipating for like a year or so right now. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have a release date or anything like that. But we know it's coming. We know it's coming, and that's. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for his album. His album's gonna be so different, bro.
Man.
Like I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all think y'all know. We think we know, but we don't. I'm telling y'all, bro.
Yeah.
It's about to go down. Yes.
Their solo projects, honestly, I think J-Hope is kind of like starting it off, just setting our expectations for like, look, this is.
So you reacted to more?
Man, I had so many people that were like, dude, you're a metalhead. You've got to listen to this song. Tell me what you think. And I was blown away.
I need to check out your reaction.
Dude, I had no idea what I was going to expect.
After this, I gotta check out your reaction to that. Bro, oh my God, I love that song. But I want to hear what you guys say. That talk, bro.
Well, thank you.
Talk that talk, bro.
I honestly feel like for them all doing solo projects, J-Hope coming out and just doing that in particular and just letting us know like, hey, it's not BTS, but I'm still J-Hope. And I'm like, this is just another part of me. I love the way that he set the stage for the song too. He pretty much just said, we all have different sides of ourselves. And this is another side of me. And I want to be able to get this out creatively. And I love that. So
yeah, same here, man.
You were talking about Suga has like different genres in this one. What do you think he's going to bring out for us? Because we've seen some already like sides of Suga that we think like this is him. What do you think we're getting new?
Oh man, I would love to see Suga Can you imagine Sugar in reggaeton? I
Oh my
mean,
God. I didn't even
bruh,
think of that. That'd be
bruh,
amazing.
bruh,
Dude.
bruh. I would love to see the rock side
Hmm.
as well. I could see Sugar dipping into alternative. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? That Linkin Park
Yeah, yeah.
type vibe. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Limp Bizkit
Hmm.
type deal. You know what I'm saying? I could see him getting into something like that, bro. But
Yeah.
I think the sky's really gonna be the limit for him. And
Hmm.
I think with him being such a musical genius, you know, the king of production, the
Hmm.
king of swag, bro. Like I think that whatever he puts his finger on, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, water to wine, water to gold, you know, it's gonna be a miracle.
Yeah.
Factual evidence
Yes.
confirmed.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, man. I've compared like their earlier stuff. I've compared a lot to like, do you know Mike Shinoda? He was like the rapper in Linkin Park, but he also did Fort
Oh,
Minor. He's done like a lot of other solo projects, and now he just goes as Mike Shinoda.
okay. Didn't know his real name. Okay,
He man, but I've compared the two a lot, and I just I don't know. I would love to see that. Like just not
that'd
even
be fire.
necessarily like the metal aspect or the rock aspect of Linkin Park, but just like Mike Shinoda's solo projects. I would love to see like dude, even a collab. That would be insane to me. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's what I was
something else.
thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be man. That would be epic. Yes,
Is
so many possibilities, man.
right?
Yeah.
Is there one solo project in particular that you're just like, I can't wait for this one? Just
JHope Jack in the Box. Everyone. Yes. More has me wanting more. I'm salivating at
yeah,
this
yeah.
point. No cap. Okay.
Heck yeah.
No cap. Yes, I'm ready for this, man. I'm ready for this other side of J-Hope to
Mhm.
fully be flourished. You know, I cannot wait to listen to the story, the immersive story that he's going to take us on this album is 10 tracks. And man, this Friday, I don't know
Yeah.
when you're releasing this, but this Friday, July 15th, you know, the song Arson's coming out.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see that music video and hear that song, man. Man, for like a song and corny, it's gonna be fire.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
the rest of the album, as soon as I'm done watching that, I'm listening to the rest of the album, man. I
Yeah.
just want to be dark. I want to be in a dark room listening to this album. I feel
Yes.
like it requires that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe just like your room, just a little lights in the back. That's
Mhm.
it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it requires that, man. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be deep, and I'm anticipating that
Mhm.
the most right now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so weird to me that it's J-Hope that's bringing this side out, which is like,
Yes.
it's so different, and I was not expecting
Yes.
it, but
Me neither.
yeah,
I mean, neither, but I'm welcoming it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's like a unwelcome guest that you're like, damn, where have you been all my
Yeah.
life? Yeah, come
I'm
right
so
in.
glad
Sit
you're
down
here.
on the couch. No, take my bed. It's
Yeah.
good, baby. It's good.
Yes, man, I totally agree. Like, I feel like he's got, so every time I've ever seen him, he's just got this sense of just like positivity, so hyper
Yeah.
and so happy. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's how, if people watch my streams, there's a lot of how I come off. Even in a concert,
good.
like that's a lot of how I am. I'm just like, like
Yeah.
let's do something silly. For me, there's always been that outlet. Like I box, I work out, I sing in a metal band, so I'm like screaming or whatever. And there's like a lot of really good outlets for me to get out the opposite side of me in a good way.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm really excited that it's J-Hope that's doing this because I feel like he's the least expected to do this. And then
Yes,
it's just
same
like,
here.
I'm very
Same
excited.
here. And we can't be, one thing all the time to all people. I like how you have that outlet for yourself, because I have that outlet as well. I strive to be positive, energetic, because I want what you gotta say to be that for
Yeah.
the world. But reality is there's so many different like personas within me as a person and stuff like that. And if I try to suppress that, then the shadow takes over, right?
Yeah.
And so I want to have a healthy balance. Like there's mean Nico sometimes, there's angry Nico, there's sad, depressed Nico, there's sitting alone, just being quiet Nico. Like there's a lot of Nicos that you don't see on camera, but I choose to kind of like be that positive voice out there, because it's my expression, but I feel like people need it as well.
Yeah.
And this is JHope's expression. And I feel like he needs this the most.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He needs to get this out the most, and I'm so happy that he's able to get this out there, and I'm happy for his development as an artist. And I can't wait to see it. We're all going to be blessed. We all going to be recipients of this blessing. And yeah.
I hope a lot of people take the same journey, like while listening to his music, with themselves personally, and kind of like face that other side of them. I hope so.
Yeah, same here.
Speaking of JHope, are you going to be going to Lollapalooza this year?
I'm unfortunately not going to Lollapalooza. Yeah. It's mainly due to like expenses. We have some things going on in the personal life that kind of required the money for such things. But I will be watching live. Yes, I believe it's going to be streaming on YouTube, and someone else said it's going to be streaming on HBO as well, which that's different.
Yeah, that's different.
Wild. So yeah, and it'll be like my first time checking out Lollapalooza, and I don't even remember. So this is gonna be lit.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Man, that's awesome.
How about you?
No, like same here. Just like personal stuff.
Oh,
be on the daughter duty.
Yeah,
which I mean, it's cool.
I feel that.
I'm probably just gonna have to load her up and take her. We're just gonna go watch JHope together. Get in the car, Haven. We're going. Outside of BTS right now, what can people find in your playlist?
Okay, you're definitely gonna find Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, Mr. Morale and a big stepper. You're definitely gonna find that. I love Kendrick Lamar. I love his mind, dude. Man. He is a genius. Oh my God, yes. You're going to find Eminem. I always keep Eminem on deck. So yeah, he's one of my favorite artists. Who else you gonna find on my playlist besides BTS? It's not too many I listen to consistently. Trying to be fair. Who else? Those are the two I'm mainly listening to right now. Hold on, let me look. I want to be genuine, guys. I want to be genuine. I just need a refresher. So, Kanye West.
Oh, dude.
Kanye West. You're definitely gonna hear some Kanye West. Drake as well. And I always keep a little Tupac and Wu-Tang Clan in the back. I always keep that in the back. Also, I think I've been listening to a little TXT as well, which is another K-pop group you guys may have heard of. I've listened to a little of their music as well. So that's primarily what I've been listening to. Yeah.
So like hearing that, I don't think that there's any coincidence that you are such a BTS fan. I think it was just getting into the rabbit hole, and then once you're in it, you're just like, okay, this is home, because this is like what you listen to already. As far as lyrically, every one of those that you just listed are like genius and in depth. I mean, everyone.
I don't know. It has to be stuff that really sparks my mind and my curiosity that keeps me coming back, for more. Now I listen to the ignorant music too, but that's just when I'm, driving and I just feel like being ignorant. But mostly it's the stuff that makes me think and sparks my curiosity.
Man, well, like we said, you're like multifaceted. Everybody's got different sides of them, So, man, yes, of course. I've got sometimes I'm just like windows down, listening to the most random, like just, I don't even know what they're even talking about, just yelling it out and having fun. So, yes, dude. I love it, man. You've been in the rabbit hole for a little while now. Do you have any advice to people that are like starting their journey, and myself in particular as well? I think I've been here for like about 3 months maybe now, give or take. What advice would you have for like newcomers to the BTS Army?
I would say for newcomers, do what is right for you. There's no right or wrong way to be Army or a fan of BTS. First and foremost, you're in it for the music. You're attracted to it because the music, right? The music should always be like your first love. And then also, getting to know the guys and the people behind the music, that's going to be a natural thing that you do once you get attached to music, so it should be very organic It shouldn't be super structured. Don't make it something that it's like a job,
Yeah.
you know, that you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this, we have to do that way. Because music is supposed to be free, right? It's one of the things in life that we have that is truly free, right? There shouldn't be rules and regulations on it. So there's no right or wrong way to be a BTS fan or ARMY, in my opinion. Now, if you want to do certain things that other ARMYs are doing, that's cool too. But be yourself in this process would be, you know, my recommendation. Have a trusted few people, you know, have an inner circle of people or a circle of people that you do trust that can provide some guidance and things like that. But don't necessarily listen to everything that's on the internet. Don't be dragged this way, dragged that way. You know what I'm saying? Don't be pulled this way, pulled that way. It's very stressful, you know, so, you know, keep it consolidated and make it your own experience. You know, no pressure, no pressure at all. It's supposed to be fun. Yeah.
Man, I love that. Well, we've got a couple of fan questions for you.
Oh man.
Yes.
Okay. I'm honored. I'm honored.
Yes. So this one is from her name is MILF Hobby. We'll put it in here somewhere. But her first question was, what is the first English slang you would teach to JHope?
The first English slang I would teach to JHope is gonna have to be something from New Orleans, where I'm from. I would have to teach him "You heard me." I want to hear JHope say "You heard me," you know, because we say at New Orleans, we're not really asking you a question. You know, it's just like an explanation point on what we said. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be something simple like, "Hey, I'm about to hit the store real quick. You heard me?" You know, I'm not asking you if you heard me. You heard me. So I want to hear Hobie say, "You heard me," in that Hobie voice. You heard me?
Dude,
yeah. So Man. Yeah, heard me.
Well, following that up, what is your favorite thing, like your favorite saying or meme that you've seen or heard from JHope?
Important business. Excuse me. Important business. No, important business. No pictures. Important business. Yeah, important business. Learn that in Bon Voyage.
Dude, yes. He's so ridiculous, man.
Yes. Important business. I do it now. Like,
dude, it's gonna
I just be doing it for fun, man.
Yeah, man.
Important business.
Whenever he said, "Hello, my daughter," or he said "my daughter," and the way he said it and what he was wearing, I was in tears, dude. And I was, oh my gosh, that one made me laugh so hard. And have you seen the meme recently of our son and our daughter? And it had like the meme of them two right next to each other. It's the promo for the arson, and then it says our daughter on it. It's so funny,
I didn't see it yet.
I'll send that to you. It
Armies are so clever.
Dude,
Armies are the best.
They got
my God.
Good. Nice. All right, so this one is from Marilyn, and she was asking, so are there any particular artists, whenever you were managing with the dance crew, were there any particular artists that y'all had worked with?
No particular artist, because we didn't actually get on that particular level. Life kind of like put a halt on that. Life meaning Hurricane Katrina. We were in New Orleans when that happened, and that flipped our whole world upside down, and you know we became extra regular for a while after that. So unfortunately, we didn't get to collab with any artists, but some of the artists we were trying to collab with would be like Missy Elliott, Usher, Omarion, B2K back in the day. Those are some of the artists that we were like pursuing, and we were doing everything we could to be noticed by those particular artists. So
dude, awesome.
Poppin' Taco, one of the legends of you know, breaking and stuff like that. Poppin' Taco, you know, there was a few people we were pursuing. We were pursuing them.
That was awesome. And it's
pursuing our dreams, you know.
It's wild, like how life sometimes will throw you the most random curveballs, and then you're like, what now? You know, I think most of the time, like from tragedy and horrible things that are out of our control, normally will end up bringing us into, depending on how we react to them, like a next level in our life, like the next progression. If you play video games, like we're leveling up, but it's through adversity.
Agreed.
And I'm glad to see you here, man, and like successful and thriving now after, you know, overcoming that. For real, that's
Thank
awesome. Okay, so last fan question that I've got. This one's actually from Christina, but I've as well been wondering this. What made you ARMY? So from going from these reactions, what was the point where you were like, all right, I'm in it. I'm ARMY. I consider myself.
The point where I was in it was when I got to a point where I couldn't bear to deviate from BTS, because I was into, at the time, a lot of different types of music. But at one point, it was one point where it was like weeks where I realized I hadn't listened to anything else, like literally doing reactions, listening to music around the house, me and my wife, in the vehicle, it was all BTS. And that's when I realized that, you know, I'm ARMY for real. Like it got to the point where I started like kind of like obsessing, not in, I don't think it was ever an unhealthy way, because there is such thing as unhealthy obsession in everything, I believe. But it wasn't in an unhealthy way, but I wanted to like know more and more and more about them, like, you know, reading articles and things like that. And yeah, it was all I was listening to. And that's when I got to the point like, yeah, you here now, man. Like you really here now, man. Like, and I didn't expect it to be like that. I kind of was like, especially with my channel, I kind of wanted to just implement, you know, my BTS journey in this, but I had other journeys, you know, I was still pursuing. Nope, didn't work out like that at all. And it wasn't even planned. You know, it just happened. It happened organically. Yeah. You know, and I'm happy about it, but damn, bro.
Right. Yeah.
So that's how it happened.
Was it like a long time into your career, like as your reactor? Was it a long time into that before you would really have considered yourself ARMY, or was it like pretty early on?
It was kind of early on. I would say it was in the first 2 months. Yeah, it was within the first 2 months because, you know, at first, I liked what they were doing and everything like that. Definitely, I was interested. But within the first 2 months, yeah, it was just all BTS. Yeah. After that, like the channel had completely changed. Like I was doing like, kind of like gaming stuff, trailer. I was reacting to like movie trailers and stuff, like just all the things that me and my wife and, you know, friends and family, are into, right? So the channel really is like Nico's experience. That's the premise of the channel. Nico's experience with friends and family. You know, our experiences with my friends and my family. But it became Nico's experience with BTS and friends and family at some point. And luckily, you know, my wife, she liked BTS. Can you imagine? Like, I'm playing BTS all the time. I wouldn't be able to play it on the sound bar and stuff if she didn't like it, you know? And luckily, she liked it as well. So she joined me for the experience. And luckily, you know, my brother and my friend, you know, they liked it as well. And they joined me for the experience, you know what I'm saying? So otherwise, it'd just be me on the camera. I wouldn't be able to help it. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of into BTS right now, you know?
You're just going to have to deal with this vibe we got going on, guys.
Yeah.
Man, I totally feel that. And like with me, whenever I first started doing this, up till maybe like a couple of weeks ago, it really just stopped affecting me as much. But whenever I first started in the rabbit hole and really got into it, I had a lot of hate and like just DMs because like I said, I do the Twitch streaming. I've been doing that for about 2 years now. So I had a lot of people that like, I don't know, were just sending me a lot of hateful messages once I first got into BTS, and they were like, oh, anything for clicks, or you're buying your views, or you're doing this, or you're doing that, and calling me a sellout and stuff. Did you ever have any of those same things, critics, from going from general reactions to the BTS reactions?
Yeah, I did. Honestly, it's sad that, you know what I'm saying, you have to go through that sometimes. I did. And, you know, as much as I try to ignore negativity, it still hits you. You know, whether it hits you in the gut or right in the face or on the chest, it still hits you and it still hurts. And, you know, I did my best to ignore it, and I really didn't respond to it. And luckily, the positivity was so overwhelming that it overshadowed that negativity, a little bit of negativity. But it was sad because it's like, just because you're into something different and you're into something that other people aren't into, all of a sudden you're a sellout. How am I selling out? Who am I selling out? Like, what did I sign up for? I didn't sign up for anything.
Yeah.
But the only thing I signed up for was to be true to myself and be myself, you know, and also you don't really know me, you know, you don't really know me like that. So just because I was reacting to, or, you know, on the camera, I'm vibing to, let's say, Eminem 1 minute, but the next minute, you know, vibing to BTS. Music to me is good music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I didn't sign up to be, you know, like a soldier for Eminem or any other artist, you know? So no, this is my life and I have a right to live my life how I want to live it. And, to be honest, man, it's like a lot of reactors, they get that, even from, you know, some armies as well, especially in the beginning before they trust you, they'll be like, you know, you're just doing this for clicks. You're using BTS. You're using this artist and stuff. No, because to be honest, when it comes to music in general on YouTube, there's no money in this.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
You really can't use, you know, these artists like that. There's a lot of risk you take doing this. So there's really no using these artists like that. And then also it's like, I think reactions actually are something that people want to see. I mean, it's obviously a demand for it. Reactions get a lot of views and stuff. So it's providing a value to people. People are really enjoying reactions. It makes them feel better. You know what I'm saying? And so why not do something that makes you feel good, then also makes other people feel good as well. You know, there's no clout chasing in that. You know, there's no using anybody for that. This is something that we genuinely love, right? So why not? You know, so I think people get like a misconception about things and get misconception about you as a person, but you don't know. You know, people don't know you. You know, so, it's sad though. It's really sad, but positivity always outweighs that. And I choose, it's a choice you got to make. I choose to focus on the positive. And you know, you gotta I mean, it's just to be them little bitty negative comments, brother, just like but it's like okay, get thee behind me, Satan. Get away.
Man, I'm telling you, like that's so true though. Like it doesn't matter. There can be like 400, 600, 1,000 comments, and then you're scrolling through and it's like beautiful messages. You know, like Army is the most thoughtful, just amazing group of people. And then you've got this one comment and it just sticks out like you stubbed your toe. And it's like, why bring that in here? So like, I've got to get better at ignoring it. I feel like over the last 2 weeks in particular, I've gotten better at just like shutting it out. But man, it is a thing. You've got to have a conversation with yourself before you really are able to just shut it out, you know? Yeah,
you really do, man. It's good to hear, you know, you say that, because I think us as like influencers and reactors that we do need to like talk these things out, because it feels comforting in a way to know that you're not the only one that goes through that. And then also you hear, like, for example, your technique of how to manage that and stuff. And, you know, I can implement that same technique, you know, as well as I'm trying to manage that and navigate through that also. Another thing about the using view for BTS or whatever for views and cloud chase and stuff like that. I think that the viewers have more power than they realize sometimes. So like, if you feel like any reactor is using BTS or not genuine, I would say better than using BTS, not genuine, you have the power not to watch. Because if, you know, a reactor is disingenuous and you feel that from them, just don't watch. Don't watch. And the least views they get, you know, I mean, they're gonna fall off. And I'm not wishing that on anybody at all, but the viewers have all the power. You know what I'm saying? And armies are good. Like, they're smart. They can tell when someone is genuine. Maybe not at first, because they kind of feeling them out, but eventually they'll be able to tell when someone's genuine or not. As soon as you find that out, just stop watching. There's no need to comment. There's no need to even talk about it. Just stop watching. But that type of stuff is going to be for some people. Some people don't care. Some people just want to be entertained, whether you're genuine or not. Some people still gonna like that. And hey, that's them. That's what they want. And really, there's nothing wrong with it. But so
Dude,
That's just my take on that whole thing.
I totally agree with that. Like in the streaming community, like there's a lot of gaming organizations that are like kind of set up to help other streamers. And I'm using quotes because like, man, it would be like, instead of it being called like What You Gotta Say, it would be like Nico's Gaming. And then like everybody's trying to get into your org, but they're really just juicing you up. And then it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, and there's so many people out there that are like that. And I've said this a few times. I'm like, people are like, oh, start up a gaming org. And I was like, if I ever did that, it would be nothing to do with me. I would just be there to like in the background helping people out. I don't want my name on it. I don't like.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people out there that are like that, and then it's wild to listen to like reacting community as well too. Like I've always said, people are really good at reading like bullshit. You know, like they can just see through it. Like if I don't know, and it might, like you said, take a little while, but I feel like at the end of the day, that fake engagement that people are giving, I think it's going to be a lot easier to like sift through and especially like you said, Army, like, dude, they are so well educated and just well spoken. I freaking and organized. Oh my God. Like,
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, seriously, it's been amazing. I've been, we're just for our channel and like our little community, we've been trying to do some, wanted to get into some charitable stuff, and whenever I asked our Discord about like what could we do to give back, they were like, check out, have you heard One in an Army, I think is what it's called?
Yeah.
So like just stuff like that, how well organized that is. It's like a machine, man. It's beautiful. And so I'm loving being in the BTS rabbit hole just because of like how freaking positive it is, how many awesome people like yourself there are in it, and like, dude, it's just, I don't know, it's very cool, very humbling experience. And I just hope
it really is. I agree, John. It really is such a blessing,
dude. Yes, and you're doing a great job. Like you're making a really big impact on a lot of people's lives, man. Like I've had a lot of people be like, "You got to tell him I said what's up. You got to tell him I said what's up. He's got to know." Like, dude, so freaking.
Thank you, thank you all.
You're crushing it.
Thank you. I'm just trying to do my best. That's all.
Heck yeah, man.
Thank you.
Well, dude, do you have anything you'd like to say before we hop off this podcast? You got any kind of closing comments or anything?
Closing comments. I would say it's really been a pleasure to be on this podcast. I was a little nervous, but I'm always nervous whenever I turn the camera on, period. Like, I don't know why you guys watch me. But you know, it's always, a good experience at the end of the day once you shake those nerves off, and this is one of those examples of that. It's been great, man. I've been loving the conversation, and it's definitely something that is inspired me to want to do more things, you know, like this. And for the armies out there, Watcher fam, who is a subunit of Army, love you guys to life. You guys have really done more for me than I could even communicate. You know, I'm a man who, struggles with things just like any other man. But it's so good to have this extended family that produces nothing but warmth and love. You know what I'm saying? That really helps to elevate me out of, the pit that I sometimes put myself in, or life puts me in. And I really couldn't be doing this right here at this level without you guys, and without my family, my brother AJJ Blaze, and my lovely wife Mika. None of this, being able to do this, would be possible. And I'm just thankful that we're able to utilize a platform, for good. It's like something that I've wanted to do for such a long time, and that's really why I've always done YouTube. Even back in the gaming days, I always wanted to be like a positive force of influence, because there's just so much negativity all over the place. Like, and people tend to thrive off of negativity and just suffering and things like that. But it leaves like a hole, like in your heart, and just me speaking through experience. So I wanted to do something that would counter that, and I've always done it right. I haven't always done it perfectly, and I'm still not, but I'm trying. And thank you guys for, supporting that, what I'm saying? Because if you weren't here, then we couldn't be here. That's another thing about, the viewers, my point about the viewers, so much power that you guys have. And I just thank you guys for with great power comes great responsibility. And, you know, to me, you're using it in a very responsible manner. So I love you guys for that. And that's all I got to say, man. Shout out to BTS, you know, my favorite group, you know what I'm saying, in history. Yes, I said it, in history. They are my favorite group. They have surpassed the Dog Pound and Wu-Tang Clan. I'm sorry, Dog Pound. I'm sorry, Wu-Tang Clan. But yes, BTS is really been a life-changing experience, you know, for me. And I would encourage anybody to, you know, give them a chance, you know, look past the things that you have been indoctrinated to know to be what is real, you know, because honestly, all of that is fake. It's a facade. Look past that and just be open. You know, if you're not open to anything, be open in music. You know, let music be free as it's designed to be. Just let it be free, man. Let it touch you. You're gonna know if it's right for you or not, but just let it touch you. Get past that mind stuff. Let it go straight to your heart. You know what I'm saying? And your heart's gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? Your mind gonna try to fight it. Ignore your mind, man. Your mind, it can be corrupted sometimes. Your heart tells the truth, man. I'm telling you. So that's my advice when it comes to BTS and just any music that's different, you know?
Yeah. Dude, that was so beautiful. Like, I love that. That's so true too, man. Seriously.
Thank you.
Brother, thank you so much for getting on here with us. Like, I just, in our brief conversation, I feel like I relate to you so much, man. So seriously, keep doing what you're doing, brother. You're crushing it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And please, again, don't forget to click on Nico's channel and like, subscribe, all those things. He is an awesome person, and I wish only the best for him in the future. Thank y'all so much for checking this out. Freaking toodles!